So the Powerbeats Pro 2 has just landed, and if you're watching this video, I'm gonna do as much of an honest review as I can. I don't normally do reviews. There's no affiliation. I'm purely doing this because I do a lot of exercise. I do a lot of running. I do a lot of high intensity stuff. I do a lot of strength stuff. I do a lot of varied exercises. And whilst I have been incredibly impressed with the AirPods Pro 2 for sound quality and fit, I never ever used them for exercise. I was always using my Jabra Elite 75 T active. I tell you, the Jabras, very good quality. Not as good as the AirPods Pro 2, granted, it's not really up for debate, but it was good enough and loud enough that I was able to do whatever exercise I wanted to do. There's only maybe one situation at the gym, one specific exercise where the Jabra would fall out, but only on one ear. So I'm thinking, it might be more my ears than it might be the Jabras. So so I want to do a nice, honest review for everybody. Anybody that's thinking of grabbing the Powerbeats Pro 2. I'm particularly excited because I've been using. I got the AirPods Pro 2 and the Jabra. 2.5 years ago when the AirPods Pro 2 first came out, and I got them pretty much as soon as I could. The only thing that I didn't like was that whenever I wanted to use non-Apple Bluetooth headphones, there's a bit of well, for me anyway, a connectivity issue with my iPhone. So I'd have to, let's say, I'll go to the gym. Typically, I leave my phone at home, makes it easier. Then my watch is completely unpaired from my phone, and then I can put my non-Apple Bluetooth headphones in the gym, get my watch up, get the music up. I've got an Apple Watch Ultra, and I get the music on and I'm a go. But if I've got my phone with me, it starts to play on the phone. It can't pick up the headphones. I've got to sit around for a couple of minutes and do resets, and can't be bothered to do it. And if I go for a run, not going for the gym, the easiest way for me is I've been having to switch off my iPhone. I've been having to switch off my iPhone for over 2 years, just so I can make sure that when I put my non-Apple headphones in, that they work straight away and I don't have to keep cycling through anyway. So I'm excited to actually get the Powerbeats Pro 2, because then that will all be resolved and I can flick between headphones nice and easily. So I'm just hoping that the Powerbeats gives me the fit that I need from the Jabras and the sound quality that I get from the AirPods Pro 2. I'm hoping that these two will go into one. So let's start off by doing some basic sound testing. Okay, that's the sound test complete. Now, just to give some context, I'm I'm an audiophile. I absolutely love my music, and I'm so obsessed with the quality of music. I've got a studio club grade set up at home for when I want to listen to normal music. I use balanced connections. I don't use anything less than what would be the most accurate way to represent the sound that I'm wanting to play. And with that, I always obtain music in a lossless format called WAV. WAV is, CD, digital. It's the highest quality of music that you can obtain. I listen to a lot of electronic dance music, very clean, well mastered tracks. So I go out of my way to ensure that I have the best quality audio experience that I can get. So when I did the testing and when I'm about to explain the difference in sound quality between the AirPods Pro 2 and the Powerbeats Pro 2, I am I am streaming locally. I'm not connecting to Apple Music. I'm not using high quality Spotify. I am using the full uncompressed lossless WAV versions of my music locally on my watch and on my iPhone. So you get a lot of reviewers that would talk about, you know, the sound quality. um I, I'd like to think that with my experience, I've got far more to say about sound quality than 99% of the people out there. So I flipped between the earbuds that were provided. I'm a big guy, so I first of all, with the Powerbeats, I stuck in the XLs, tried them, then stuck in the large tips just to make sure which ones would fit better. The XL fit better, and first impressions is that the Powerbeats Pro 2 are louder. They're louder than the AirPods Pro 2. Um, the bass and the mid, if you have the volume on the same level, there's no distinguishing between the AirPods Pro 2 and the Powerbeats Pro 2. The bass and the mids are definitely equally represented. When you start to go into the highest volume ranges, the highs, the trebles on the Powerbeats Pro 2 are, I'd say, there's a lot of people use the term splashy, where it's not really distortion, it's kind of just the drivers aren't tight enough. They're not moving. They're moving a little bit too much, leaving a little bit of the of the treble, leaving a little bit around, so that if there's one continuous high sound, that it's sort of kind of overlaps. So yeah, I found the treble to be a bit splashy, but the bass, the mid, and it's louder. So you know, I don't really know. I can't really, when I look at everything, you know, when I just go for a normal walk, I'm not exercising, will I go for the AirPods Pro 2 for sound quality and fit and lightness? Yeah, I will. I'm going to stick with the AirPods Pro 2 when I just go for a normal walk. But obviously, you know, the Jabras, this is not, I am not comparing the sound quality between the Jabras and any of the other headphones. I'm purely going to review the fit during exercise. So of course, I'm going to use the Powerbeats Pro 2 from now on for exercising. So that's the first part of the review done. The sound quality is as honest as I can be with it. Yeah, I'll now move on to the other elements, which is how it fits during different ranges of exercise. All right, that is the run done, and I do a proper one as well. I don't just, you know, go on the treadmill for a bit. It's 6.5K, just over 4 miles, and it's, you know, lots of ups and downs. You know, crossing traffic, and you know, occasionally, you know, bumping into people. and going down hills, you could be going pretty fast, and you'd think that these headphones would move about quite a lot, and actually they didn't move about quite a lot. That was one of the first things that I noticed, that even going up and down on a heavy pavement, and being a big guy, I thought these would dangle about a bit, but it must be the way that the weight of the headphones is distributed vertically, with also with the loops as well. I did notice that on the right ears, my right and left are just slightly different in terms of fit. It was the first one to come a little bit loose. It's not, they don't actually fit right in the ear canal. It sit on top of the ear canal, and you start to halfway through the run, you're getting a bit of sweat, and you can feel that trickle of sweat that just goes in between the tips and into the ear canal, tickles a little bit, which it's just one of those things. But then again, I get those on the Jabra as well, so so for me it's not really an issue. But the headphones, they stayed in place, absolutely solid. No matter how hard I was going, or if I was bumping into people and things. In terms of fit, I only had to adjusting the headphones. That was one thing that I did find a bit of an issue. If you try to adjust the fit, let's say that's just coming out a little bit, then it's very easy to touch this button, and suddenly you've paused it. I find it's much better to actually grab the headphones just at the top of the loop, and literally you just only have to touch it very, very briefly, and it goes back into place. So very, 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 very tiny, can't even notice it movement, more likely to do with probably the the sweat. And in fact, talking about the sweat, when I got back, I did notice there was quite a bit of sweat around the headphones. I looked inside the tip, looked at the grill, could see that half the grill that was looked wet, and the other half looked dry. But I just gave it a wipe down, and I'm pretty sure, if we'll just have a look now. I can't really see the same dampness in the headphones inside on the grill. So it's all dried up. It's all dried up nicely. So in terms of comparing these to the fit of the Jabra, which I must admit is absolutely excellent. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on sports headphones, but you want something that's definitely going to fit and do the job well, go for these. They're absolutely amazing. But I'm happy to switch over to these. One other problem as well, which I have reported to Apple support, is that when I went out for my run, I started my music whilst I was in range of my iPhone, and when I got to the end of my street, just that time when the watch and the watch goes into its unpaired mode, the music dropped from the headphones, and I tried to press the button to get it to play again. It wouldn't play again, so I had to actually stop my workout, actually kind of walk back to my home, and then eventually it was still connected. I was looking at my watch; it was still connected, but it took a little while before it was actually able to, just play the music through the using the watch. So yeah, so that was one issue. Otherwise, it was nice to take the Powerbeats Pro 2 out for a run around my lovely little southwest London town of Wimbledon. Probably the first person to be sporting these headphones in this place, and taking them out for taking them out for a taking them out for a run, and getting them out in the public to have a view was very, very nice. So yeah, the bass, I had obviously more time, just to add on to the sound quality. The bass and the mids, coming through really, really, really nice and well. So yeah, but this is all about the fit and comparing it to the Jabra. Jabra is still absolutely awesome at fitting, and awesome at what it does for sport. But I'm equally as happy with what's been achieved with the Powerbeats Pro 2. So next up, it'd be the gym test. All right, so that is the gym test done. And as I said, I've been comparing the Powerbeats Pro 2 with the Jabra Elite 75T. And I gotta say, yeah, they held up. They held up very, very well. I was most concerned about what would happen when I do a high intensity training circuit, and the headphones, they didn't move. They stuck against my ear. They stayed in situ all the way through whatever workout that I did. I got to say, yeah, in terms of the hold that they have and staying in position, yeah, it's these were very, very good. I did find, and this is only on one ear, so I'm going to try, keep it fair, and compare it, review these headphones in light of how well they did on my left ear, the ear that seems to take the tips better and seems to stay in situ better. But just as a side note, I did notice that after about an hour and a half, that the loop was causing a little bit of discomfort at the top of my right ear, but I didn't get that on my left ear, so I'm gonna guess my ears, nothing to do with the headphones. In terms of sweat now, this is where I do believe that the Jabra Elite, and actually generally the Jabra fitness buds, actually do cope better with sweat, and that's expected. They have a higher rating for being sweat proof. So I did found that I do sweat a lot. To be fair, I do sweat a lot. That occasionally, maybe three times, I had to take the Powerbeats out and just give them a wipe down, and clean out all the excess sweat. What I did find, oddly enough, was that actually having a little bit of sweat, a little layer of moisture on the inside of the ear, actually helped with the seal that made between the tips and the ear, that actually made the sound better. When I mean the sound, I mean the bass. When when your ears are dry, the bass does tend to leak out a bit, because they're supposed to be sitting on your ear, not inside your ear, so by design. So yes, I found that actually having a little bit of moisture actually helped with that seal, and yeah, got some more of the bass through. So everything else just just worked absolutely brilliantly. Um, I um, I don't think it's fair to compare the Powerbeats Pro 2 with the Jabra Elite due to, the difference in size and the technology and the functions and features that are available. So in terms of overall comfort, yeah, the Jabra's still gonna win for me. But for what you get back in terms of the features and being part of the Apple ecosystem, that these are going to be my favorites moving forward. So apart from the sweat, it stayed in place with all of my strength training. It was nice when I was doing some side crunches after my heavy high intensity interval training, that the headphones are actually staying in, whereas this one on my odd ear would actually fall out. So it was nice wearing them in the gym. The weight of these, I mean, the way that they've designed them, to have that distribution of weight vertical rather than horizontal, was whoever came up with that, they deserve a promotion. Absolutely deserve a promotion. So in all, I'm gonna do a conclusion in a moment. Just wanted to do the breakdown of the gym test, and they came out slightly less favourable than the Jabra Elites, but still favourable. I mean, I was surprised after doing 20 burpees that these were actually staying in my ear and had not moved at all. So yeah, so a lot of improvements. Of course, I'm not going to compare the Powerbeats Pro 2 to the AirPods Pro 2 because they're not meant for exercise. So I've been comparing these two instead, which I feel is more fair. All right, if you skipped ahead to the conclusion of how the Powerbeats Pro 2, and you just wanted to just get the conclusion, get it out of the way and decide, whether you should go for these or not. Well, naughty you. You should have watched my video, but it doesn't matter. I'm a student. This isn't my full-time thing. I'm not doing reviews all the time. So, it would be nice to, have some subscribers, have some more views. Maybe I can get enough money from this to be able to buy myself a sandwich, which would be nice, and I will enjoy that, and I will be thinking of everybody that's subscribed, that's contributed towards that sandwich. Anyway, moving forward, if you aren't going to be exercising, go for the AirPods Pro 2. If you are going to be exercising, you don't really care much about all the new latest features and functionalities that they can squeeze into headphones, and you're trying to weigh out what to buy, Jabra are fantastic. I can't understate it more. I've had two different generations of workout buds from Jabra now. So I've been using Jabra for the past 4 or 5 years. Never have let me down. Always been perfect. So if you're not so fussed on the latest features or the sound quality or the volume, then definitely go for the Jabra. If you have Apple devices and you want to ensure that seamless connectivity and you need the best of both worlds, then you definitely go for the Powerbeats Pro 2. So just to reiterate, if you're not going to be exercising with these, go for these. If you're going to be exercising, you don't want all the features and qualities, go for these. And if you need the best of both worlds and you have Apple, definitely go for these. Thank you for watching. Bye.